Finley. Another one of our really strong swimmers. Finley had a 2:12 in the IM to start with, took it down to a 2:01, 11-second drop, and in his butterfly went from a 59 to a 54. Those are excellent times. Congratulations.
My next swimmer, first year with us, she actually lives in Reedsport, but goes to school at Marshfield. And a lot of fun, always a great big helper, smile on her face. She swam mostly freestyle for good 3/4 of the season until I found out she had a natural breaststroke kick. And then she swam breaststroke at district and stuff, but very, very willing to try new things. And anyway, it was a lot of fun to have her swim something besides freestyle all the time. Amy Holtman, come on up.
And we got Jake Dembo. If you'd make your way down, we had him, he moved from the easy lane right on into the varsities, had a 2:49 for his 200 freestyle, and dropped it down to a 2:38. And then in the 100 free, went from a 1:20 to a 1:11. Really good swimming. Thank you.
My next swimmer is a senior this year, and awesome gal. Love the family. She'd swum club for years until she, when in high school, then she left me for the dance team. But I'm very supportive of all those programs, but I was most happy when she came back this year for her senior year to swim with us, and that's Nissa Haynes. Nissa Haynes. Mostly swam the 50 and the 100 for us. Great gal.
Okay, Cody, come on down. Cody Folsom. We had him in the 200 free, a 3:29 he started with, went down to a 3:10. And this 100 free came down to a 1:26. And we put him into a 100 back, went from 1:47 to a 1:43, and that did that to him. Yeah, thank you. Okay, Evan Hernandez. Evan, 200 freestyle. Went from a 2:51 to a 2:19. That's 30 seconds. And in the butterfly, we had him doing butterfly, 1:33 to a 1:25. Also, yes, those are great times. Those are really good times. Congratulations.
My next swimmer is a junior this year, and she really had a great season. It's fun to see the kids grow, not only swimming and competing, but in their lanes and kind of coming out of their shells and, you know, helping other people kind of cheer them on and stuff. This gal had a great 100 breaststroke in particular at district. She dropped 4 seconds. That's a lot in one swim in 100. And that swimmer is Isabel Hale. I might do one more. And my next swimmer is a junior this year, so she'll be back next year. And she's really improved in her backstroke, was a member of the medley relay on the 400 free relay, also swam the 500, got her best time at district, also had a great time in the 100 back, and that's Kelly Haynes.
Okay, and after Evan is Julian Hernandez. 200 freestyle at a 2:34. He only swam it once, but he swam it well. His 100 went down to a 108. Where he really excelled was at 500 freestyle, 723 down to a 706. Well done, young man. Nice swim. Okay, who do you got? Henry, come on down. Yes, everybody loves Henry. 238 to 231 in the 200 IM, and from a minute 16 to 55.8 on his 100 freestyle. Nicely done. Another? Maverick, if you'd come on down. Mav, we worried about, wrung our hands half the season because he hurt his shoulder, but he came back with a vengeance. He 24 for his 50 free to start this year. It came down to a 22. And for the 100 butterfly, went a 56 down to a 52. Excellent swimming.
I think this was your idea.
My idea. Okay. All right. My next swimmer is a junior and swam mostly the freestyle and the backstroke for us. Really improved, placed at district, and always shows up with a smile on his face. Is a hard worker, very involved. I love when our kids are so involved in our school, and that's Gabriel Dresser.
All right, we got Ephraim Moffett. Come on down. Ephraim started out at a 38 in his 50 freestyle, went down to a 35. And in his 100 free, went from a 123 to a 121. And a joy to have around. Gonna be great.
Okay, my next swimmer is a junior. She's one of my team captains this year. She'll be one next year too. She does an awesome job. And, you know, I wish I could get all my swimmers to finish their race like Ellie Delgado. Seriously. She is so tough the second half. I just love it. It's like she waits and then takes them down. And she had a great season. And, you know, she just does a great job with her teammates and really leads the lane well and gets them excited. And she is a great asset to the team.
Okay, Bo. Bo Parrott. All right, Bo, we got him into the 200 free, 242 he started with, went down to a 230. And in his 100 free, went from a 116 to a 109. That speaks for itself right there. Nice one. Let's go, Trenton. Okay. Trenton, come on down. One of my captains, always there, always ready to help. Really appreciate you, Trenton. And 557 to 531. Great swimming there in the 500, and a 113 to a 108. Get back here. 108. Really, thank you so much.
Okay, my next swimmer is a senior this year. I've only had him a couple years. Awesome young man. He was a member of our championship football team. And interesting, you know, once again, one that's willing to do any stroke or anything for the team. He usually swam the breaststroke. He's a natural breaststroker. and qualified at district. He also, I talked him into at the end, maybe swimming the 500 free at district. Yeah, I don't think he'd ever gone over a 200. But, you know, he's always, I mean, he's gone many laps in practice. So anyway, we worked on it a couple weeks, and he swam the 500, and he scored for us, and he did a great job. And that is Cale Church.
Madden Robertson, if you'd come on down, please. Got him into the 500 free. He started with a 6:39, ended up with a 5:57. Yeah, 42-second drop. Nice going. And then also in the backstroke, 1:17 to a 1:10. Excellent swimming, young man. I'm going to shake your hand first, and then she's going to give you the stuff. Should we do another? Yeah. Okay, who's next? Gavin Schmidt, please. All right, I watched him in cross country, and I knew he was something special, and he didn't surprise me. He turned out to something special in swimming. 32 to a 28 in the 50 free. 1:15 to a 1:06 in the 100 free. Nicely done, Gavin.
My next swimmer is a senior, and he was one of our football players that, you know, started a little bit late and then had to sit out a little bit, like several of our people. But, sorry, I'm a little challenged up here. Anyway, he's just a strong, quiet leader. You know, I was at district, and of course, I was by myself coaching, and I'm always afraid the kids aren't going to be behind the blocks, you know. So I'm running over. I think I was looking for Shannon. Where's Shannon? Is she behind the blocks? Whatever, you know. So I'm like very panicked. Anyway, Aaron comes up to me. Kathy, she's behind the blocks. Anyway, that's just how he is. I love him. Anyway, it's great to have him be a part of our team because he's really special and brought a lot to the team. Anyway, Aaron Hutchins.
Landon, come on down. Landon was a newbie this year. Started out 50 free at a 36, which is pretty fast, but he dropped it down to a 31, a 5-second drop. And on the 100 free went from a 129 to a 115. 14-second drop on that one. Thank you.
Okay, my next swimmer is a junior, and he had a terrific season. He's once again one of our young athletes that will go anywhere and swim anywhere I need him to, and gives it his all. He cut a lot of time in the 500 free. That could mean you're swimming that next year, Jonas. Sorry. Anyway, he'll go anywhere, and I love him for that. And he's very involved at Marshfield, and neat young man, Jonas Batdorf.
Ian Wakeling, please come on down. Ian started in the 200 IM with a 234 and took it to a 231. He also swam the butterfly. These are your tougher events, and a 107 to a 105. Let's hear it for Ian. Top roar, young man. So we got the Wilson twins. We got to do yet. We had more on our team than Marshfield did, but let me go. Aiden, please. Come on down. I watched Aiden in cross country also. quite a runner. Went from a 3:02 to a 2:57 in the 200 IM, and went from 1:25 to 1:24 in the 100 breaststroke. Way to be. Thank you. And Brody. Oh, Brody, I got a story about him. First time I said, "You're going to swim the 500 free for us?" He goes, "No." I reeled back, but we just worked it out, and he swam it and did a 5:21 his first time, and he went to a 7:21 for the 500 and went to 6:30. He also swam the 100 breast at 1:49 to a 1:44. Excellent swimming, young man.